Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Kitchen Club. It's a bright afternoon today. The time is around 2:30 p.m. I have finished my lunch, and as you can see, I have done the quick cleaning of the kitchen. All my dishes are done as well, and the kitchen is all set. I have also done all the pre-preparations that I need for the after school snack for my kids. These are black chana, which I soaked for almost 8 hours and then boiled it in pressure cooker. So they are ready. I'll have to just prepare some tempering and heat the chana along with that. Also, the pan and the tea cups are ready for my tea, which I badly need as soon as I'm back from school. I have planned to grind my idli batter today. So before leaving, I will soak the rice and dal that I need for this. Many of you had asked me for the recipe of idli dosa batter. So this is how I do it. I have taken 4 cups of idli rice. This is the special rice that you can easily get from any grocery stores. So I am taking 4 cups of this rice, and then with the same cup I am going to measure the urad dal. I'm taking 1 and 1/4 cups of the urad dal. This is gota urad. If you can't find this, you can also use the broken white urad dal. And then wash the rice and the dal really well. I rinse it 2 times and then add water so that the rice and the dal, both of them, are completely covered in it, and let them rest for around 2 hours. So we have reached the school now. My son plays here for almost an hour after school, and we reach back home by around 4 o'clock, and I come straight into my kitchen so that I can quickly fill the hungry little tummies as soon as possible. I've added some oil in the hot pan and the mustard seeds in it. It is so hard to be patient and see the mustard seeds splutter, but it is very important to give it its due time to splutter properly for two main reasons. One, it can make your food bitter otherwise, and two, if they are not spluttered properly, they can accumulate in one corner of the tummy and lead to unsolvable stones later on. So, I had added some red chilies, curry leaves, and then the chana in it, and then I'm adding some salt and give it a good stir. So my sundal is ready in just 5 minutes. The hot sundal is really tasty, and it is a good source of protein as well for the kids. So black chana sundal, some cut kiwis, and a glass full of coconut water is the after school snack for my kids today. Once they finish eating it, I will give them hot milk. So the dal and the rice have been resting for the last 2 hours, and it's now time to grind them. I have this 1.25 liters ultra wet grinder that I use for grinding it. If you do not have a wet grinder, you can alternatively also use a normal mixie. The only thing is you will have to soak the rice and the dal for almost 4 to 5 hours so that the batter comes out to be really soft. And so you can see the urad dal should be easily breakable, urad dal and rice both, easily breakable with your two fingers. And I like to grind both urad dal and rice separately because both of them need a different consistency of grinding. Also, the time required is different for both of them. Urad dal should be ground for around 20 minutes, while rice takes around 25 to 30 minutes. So, this is the time that I use to sit back, relax, and have my tea. I also like to use this time to call back home and check on my family in India. This 2 hours after school is totally kids' time. They can do whatever they want to, play games or watch TV or have their screen times, so that when I call them later around 6 o'clock for doing their homework or other activities, they come happily and do not fuss much. The urad dal is ready now. Now it's time to grind the rice. I'm back in my kitchen after relaxing for around 1 hour. The rice and the urad dal batters are ready. It's time to mix them together well. After adding some salt to it, I add 4 teaspoonful of salt in it, and then nicely mix the batter together well. The more beaten up your batter is, the more fluffier your idli will be. But make sure your hands are really clean. It is very important. And once the batter has been mixed well together, I like to place the pan on my gas stove throughout I cook my dinner and even after that for quick fermentation. Starting to cook my dinner now. I'm making pasta today with durum wheat bow ties. I've taken 4 cups of pasta and giving it a nice rinse before adding it to boiling water with some oil and salt in it. Meanwhile, I'm going to chop all the veggies that I need for the pasta. After I finish chopping the veggies that I need for dinner tonight, I also make sure I chop and keep veggies ready for next day morning. Like I have these shredded carrots ready for next day's morning cooking. Our pasta has also cooked now. I'm going to strain it and run it through some cold water now. It's time to prepare our veggies for the pasta now. I'm taking some garlic infused extra virgin olive oil here. You can take any oil of your preference, and if it is not garlic infused, just add some garlic pods later in the recipe. So here I'm taking some oil, and then I make a very Indianized kind of pasta. So you will see that I add mustard seeds, and all the spices that I use are Indian spices. So after letting the mustard splutter well, adding some onions and the green chilies. Once they have become a little tender, I will add all the other vegetables. You can add some garlic here if your oil is not garlic infused. So adding all the vegetables together and letting them cook for around 2 minutes. When the veggies are slightly roasted, I am adding some turmeric to it, mixing it well, and then adding the chopped tomatoes and letting it cook for around 3 to 4 minutes. Now, as you can see, the tomatoes have cooked. I'm mashing it really well and then adding around a cup of water to it, bringing it to boil, and then adding all the spices like salt, red chilies. I sometimes like to add some coriander powder here as well, but that is totally optional. So I'm not adding it today. And then adding the pasta to it. Once all of it has mixed together well, I'm going to cook it for 3 to 4 minutes more, and then add some tomato ketchup, shredded cheese, and coriander. Now at this point I'll switch off the gas and close it with the lid and let it cook for around 5 minutes in its own heat. Our pasta is ready to be served. So it is around 6 o'clock. I have finished preparing my dinner, so I'll sit with my kids and make them do their homework and discuss what all we need to prepare for tomorrow for school, make them pack up their bags and keep it all ready. We prefer having dinners really early so that I get a sufficient time to clean my kitchen after that, and also kids can go to sleep really early. So we have finished our dinner, and here I am just clearing up the dishes. I'm just rinsing the plates and loading the dishwasher. All the other utensils I had loaded side by side while I was cooking the dinner. So once the dishwasher is fully loaded and I started on, I would take 10 minutes to quickly clean my kitchen. I'm using vinegar plus water solution here to spray throughout the kitchen and then wipe it gently with a damp cloth. So this takes around 10 minutes for me to clear off everything and clean the kitchen slightly. Once the kitchen is clean and it is all ready, I like to prepare my kitchen for next day morning. So I'm planning to make carrot rice for lunch tomorrow. So I will measure 1 cup of rice that I need and keep it in this container ready to be used. The carrots are already shredded and put into the fridge while I was chopping veggies for the dinner tonight. The water bottles and the lunch boxes are also ready, and along with that the pans and the saucepans are placed on the kitchen countertop. My kitchen officially closes for the day now. I finish it off with a hot cup of turmeric milk. I really needed to relax and refresh myself. I spent the next 1 hour with my kids reading them bedtime tales and putting them to sleep. And the 1 hour after they go to sleep, I keep it to myself, surf the internet, read a book. The much needed me time for me is now. So, friends, that is my evening routine every day. If you liked it, give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe to it. I'll see you next time in my next one. Till then, take care.